All right, welcome to another deep dive, you guys. You know how this works, right?
Yeah, you send us your sources.
You send us the stuff that you want to know more about.
Mm-hmm.
We dive deep and extract those insights, all that good stuff to make you feel like you really understand something.
Yeah, without the hours of reading and
Without
research.
feeling overwhelmed, right?
Without...
That's what we aim for.
So you are a learner out there.
You want that.
You want to get to the good stuff quickly.
Absolutely. So this deep dive is going to be amazing.
This is a fascinating one.
Tell us a little about it.
Well, this one
Yeah.
was sparked by an article you shared.
Yeah, it's called Designing Instructional Text in a Conversational Style, a meta-analysis.
Oh, yeah, a meta-analysis.
Yeah.
So that already tells you it's not just one person's opinion.
Right, it's not just one study.
It's a synthesis of a lot of research.
Yeah, tons of research.
From all sorts of different sources. Journal articles, conference presentations.
Even dissertations.
All centered around a really interesting idea.
Okay, so let's get right to the heart of it.
Mm-hmm.
The big question is, does making learning materials sound more like a natural conversation?
Yeah.
Does that actually help people learn better?
Does it actually work?
It's something that a lot of people who teach, educators, trainers,
Instructional designers.
they've been trying this out, but is there any real evidence?
Yeah, exactly. Is there research to back it up?
So we're going to find out.
Now let's take a look.
So traditionally, instructional text has been really formal,
Very formal.
very much in that kind of expository style,
Think back to those old textbooks
Oh,
you might have used.
yeah, the textbooks.
And there's a lot of research on this.
Yeah,
Researchers like Paxton, for example.
Paxton.
He pointed out that students often found that kind of style really dry, really unengaging,
Hard to relate to.
and maybe not even relevant to their own lives.
Like, who cares?
And this can lead to, not really understanding the material.
Yeah, you kind of skim it.
And ultimately, a less effective understanding.
Absolutely.
Not really getting it.
It's like, I remember those history textbooks.
Yeah.
It was like trying to decipher some ancient tablet,
Yeah.
not learning about real human events.
Yeah. So it's natural that people started looking for ways
Right, there's got to be a better way.
to make those materials more lively,
Right, bring them to life.
to vitalize them, as our article puts it.
Yeah, vitalize.
And one of the main ways they've been trying to do that
Mm-hmm.
is by using a more conversational style.
So let's talk about that. What is conversational style?
Right. What does that even mean?
How do they define it?
Right. So the meta-analysis breaks it down into several core components.
Okay, so it's not just one thing.
No, it's not just like be chatty.
Right.
So one component is personalization.
Personalization.
And this often involves using words like I, we,
Mm-hmm.
and especially you and your,
You.
instead of always using the more distant third-person perspective.
Right, so like
So, for example,
instead of saying the diaphragm contracts during inhalation,
right,
you might say your diaphragm contracts.
exactly, that makes a difference.
And the article uses that example
Yeah.
from Mayer and his colleagues back in 2004.
Okay.
They were explaining the respiratory system.
I see. So they were using that style.
Exactly.
And it's just like immediately it's more direct.
It's more personal.
It's like you're talking to me.
Yeah, exactly. It's not this distant textbook voice.
Right.
And it goes beyond just swapping out pronouns.
Right.
Some studies involve directly addressing the learner.
Oh, interesting.
Almost like you have a tutor sitting right there with you,
Mhm.
explaining something one-on-one.
Okay.
There's an example from Moreno and Mayer's 2000 research
Okay.
on how lightning forms.
Mhm.
And they say, let me tell you what happens when lightning forms.
Okay.
Suppose you are standing outside, feeling the warm rays of the sun.
Oh, wow.
It puts you right there.
It's like you're in the scene. Exactly. It's not just describing facts.
It's like a story.
Yeah, it pulls you in.
And that's much more effective than just the cold, hard facts, right?
Definitely. It feels like the text is reaching out.
Right, connecting with you.
Mm-hmm.
So what are some of the other elements of this conversational style?
Well, another aspect they talk about is author visibility.
Author visibility.
That sounds kind of strange.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Well, this is where the writer reveals a little bit more of their own perspective,
Okay.
maybe even their own beliefs, or even a bit about themselves.
So they kind of come out from behind the curtain a little bit.
Exactly. So Paxton's 2002 study on Julius Caesar provides a good example.
Okay, I'm interested.
The author might include a sentence like, now, Caesar presents his own side of the story in his commentaries.
Okay.
But you don't have to take my word for it.
Oh, that's interesting.
So it's not just presenting information as if it's objective truth.
Right, they're acknowledging that they have a viewpoint.
Yeah, exactly. And that makes it feel less like,
Like a lecture.
yeah, or like some anonymous authorities telling you what to think.
Mm-hmm.
It's more like someone sharing their insights with you.
Right, like we're having a discussion.
Exactly.
I like that.
And the final component the meta-analysis looks at is politeness.
Politeness.
This one's really interesting.
Tell me more.
So it involves comparing more direct language
Mm-hmm.
with language that's designed to be more face-saving.
Face-saving.
So the example from Wang and colleagues in 2008
Okay.
contrasts the direct command, "Save the factory now,"
Save the factory now.
with the more indirect suggestion, "Why don't we
Wow.
save the factory now?"
Why don't we save the factory now? Yeah, that's much softer.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, it's more collaborative.
Exactly. It's not a command.
It's a suggestion.
It's a suggestion. And that's the kind of subtle language.
Right. We do that all the time in conversation.
Yeah, we do. We're constantly trying to be considerate of other people's feelings.
Exactly.
So we've got these different aspects of conversational style.
Right, so there's a lot to it.
But the underlying theory,
Okay.
the why behind why this might work,
Why this might actually help people learn better.
yeah, according to Mayer, is his social cues theory.
Social cues theory.
And his argument is that
Mm-hmm.
when instructional text is written in this conversational style,
Okay.
it actually activates the same parts of our brains
Wow.
that we use when we're having real human interactions.
So even though you're just reading text,
Right.
your brain is like, oh, this is a social interaction.
Exactly. It's like your brain is tricked into thinking you're talking to someone.
Oh, that's fascinating.
And this is based on some earlier work by Grice
Nice.
on cooperation in communication,
Okay.
which basically says that when we talk to someone,
Mm-hmm.
we assume that they're trying to be helpful.
Yeah, you're not trying to trick me, right?
Right. And we instinctively try to make sense of what they're saying.
We're working together to understand each other.
Exactly. It's a collaborative process.
Yeah.
And Mayer proposes that this conversational style in text
Mm-hmm.
triggers that same response.
Interesting.
So you're more engaged, you're actively trying to make sense of it,
Right.
and that leads to deeper cognitive processing.
And hopefully better learning.
Exactly.
I like it. It makes sense.
And the article actually has a diagram
Okay.
that shows how this is supposed to work.
Oh, cool.
It shows how these social cues
Mm-hmm.
lead to more active cognitive processing,
Right.
which then leads to better learning outcomes.
So better retention.
Yeah, remembering the information,
For sure.
applying it in new situations.
This is great.
And it also points out some other factors that might influence this.
Okay. Like what?
Well, one interesting thing is that this idea of conversational style,
Mm-hmm.
it's not totally new.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the meta-analysis actually looks back at some earlier research
Okay.
that kind of laid the groundwork.
Like what?
Well, there's this guy named Spiro back in 1977. He was talking about how the relationship between the speaker and listener,
Mm-hmm.
or the writer and reader,
Writer and leader.
can really affect how we process information.
That makes sense.
And he talked about things like
Okay.
an author actually telling the reader how a particular point connects to the bigger picture.
Right. It's like they're guiding you through the information.
Yeah, like a verbal signpost.
I like that.
It's like, hey, pay attention to this. This is important.
It's like they're giving you a little nudge.
Exactly.
Okay. So Spiro was talking about this back in the 70s.
Yeah. And then there's this study by Bretzing and Kulhavi in 1981
Okay.
that really brought this idea to life.
Tell me about it.
They compared two passages,
Okay.
both about driving speed limits,
Mm-hmm.
but one was written in a low-formality conversational style,
Okay.
and the other was in a high-formality style.
So like textbook versus...
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, let's hear it.
All right, so the low-formality one said, driving too fast contributes to about 1/3 of all accidents you may be involved in.
Okay, that's pretty direct.
Yeah.
And it's using you.
Exactly.
So it's like they're talking directly to me?
Right, it's personal.
Yeah, you be careful.
And it goes on. The faster you're going when you crash, the more chance you have of being hurt or killed.
Okay, yeah, that gets your attention.
You have less control over the car at high speeds.
Mm-hmm.
The new speed limit of 55 miles per hour has probably reduced your chances of dying in a car accident.
So it's very direct.
Very direct.
And it's all about you.
You, the reader.
Okay, what about the high formality version?
All right, so this one said,
Mm-hmm.
in 1974, speed too fast was reported as a contributory factor in 31% of all fatal traffic accidents.
Okay, that's a mouthful.
Yeah.
And it's very impersonal.
It's just stating facts.
No you in there.
Nope.
Okay.
And it continues. High impact results in more severe damage to vehicles. The 55-mile-per-hour maximum speed limit was responsible for most of a recent reduction in traffic fatalities.
Right. So it's just like,
Just facts and figures.
I can already tell
Mm-hmm.
I would remember the first version better
Yeah, it's more memorable.
because it's talking to me.
It's a person.
It's like I'm in the conversation.
Exactly.
So what did they find?
Well, that's exactly what Bretzing and Kulhavi found.
Really?
The students who read the low-formality conversational passage,
Okay.
they remembered way more information.
Oh, wow.
It was much more effective.
That's amazing.
And they thought this was because the conversational style was easier for people to connect with.
Right, like it fit into their existing knowledge.
Exactly. And it felt more relevant to their lives.
So the meta-analysis also mentions narratives.
Oh, yeah, storytelling.
How does that fit into all of this?
Well, researchers like Moreno and Mayer, they've talked about how narrative text,
Okay.
which often uses a conversational style.
Tends to be easier for people to understand and remember.
Okay, because it's like a story.
Exactly, and stories have characters and a plot,
Yeah.
which makes them more like our everyday experiences.
Right. We tell stories all the time.
Yeah, it's how we make sense of the world.
Okay.
And there's even research by Gracer and his colleagues
Okay.
that found that people remember narrative text about twice as well
Wow. Twice as well.
as expository, more formal text.
That's a huge difference.
It is. So the more a text feels like a story,
Mm-hmm.
the better we tend to get it.
Okay, so we've talked about the problems with formal text.
Mm-hmm.
We've talked about what conversational style is and why it might be effective. But now let's get to the meat of this meta-analysis.
Right, the results.
What did they actually find out about how this affects learning?
Yeah, so when they pooled all the data from all these studies,
Mm-hmm.
they found some really interesting things.
Okay, right.
So first of all,
Using a conversational style did make the learning materials seem friendlier.
oh, that's nice.
It is. People felt like the content was more approachable.
Like the text was smiling at them.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
And the average effect size was 0.46.
Okay, so that's like a small but noticeable difference.
Yeah, you definitely see it if you compare two groups.
All right, that makes sense.
If something sounds like a conversation,
Yeah.
you're going to feel more welcome. It's
Exactly.
like, come on in, let's chat.
Okay, what about,
Mm.
did it make people feel like they were getting more help with the learning?
Well, that's where things get a little more complicated.
Oh,
The effect on perceived learning assistance
okay.
was small and statistically not super reliable.
Oh, interesting.
The average effect size was only 0.16.
So basically,
It didn't really move the needle.
it didn't make people feel like they were getting significantly more help.
Yeah, even though they might have liked the tone better.
So maybe friendliness and feeling supported are two different things.
Yeah, maybe so.
What about interest levels?
Well, remember how we talked about those mixed results with narratives?
Yeah, sometimes they were more interesting, sometimes not.
Right, so this meta-analysis found a similar thing.
Oh, wow.
The effect of conversational style on interest was also small
Okay.
and not super reliable.
So it didn't make people more interested in the subject itself.
Yeah, it didn't magically make the content more exciting.
Okay, so conversational style can make it friendlier, but it doesn't necessarily make it more helpful or more interesting.
Yeah, but there was one area where they found a really big effect.
Oh, tell me more.
It's called perceived effective cognitive processing.
Perceived effective cognitive processing.
That's a mouthful.
What does that even mean?
Basically, it means how easy people felt it was to understand the material.
Okay, so like if it felt easy to learn.
Yeah, if it felt smooth.
Okay.
And they found that when the text was conversational,
Mm-hmm.
people rated it as less difficult.
That's
Yeah.
good.
It is. The average effect size was 0.62.
So that's a big effect.
It's a big effect. So even if it didn't make them feel more interested
Right.
or like they were learning more,
Mm-hmm.
it did make the learning process feel easier.
Okay, and that's important.
It is, because if it's easier,
Yeah,
you're less likely to get frustrated.
and you're more likely to keep going.
Exactly.
All right, so now let's talk about the actual learning outcomes.
Right. The results.
Retention and transfer.
Stuff that really matters.
Did conversational style actually help people remember the information
Retention.
and apply it in new situations?
Transfer.
So what did they find?
Okay, so for retention,
Mhm.
they found a small to medium positive effect.
Okay.
The average effect size was 0.30,
So people did remember a little bit more.
a little bit more.
But there were a couple of things that seemed to matter.
Yeah, one was the language of instruction.
Oh, interesting.
Studies in non-English languages actually showed bigger effects.
Wow, so maybe this conversational style works even better in some languages.
Maybe so.
Okay, what else mattered?
The other big thing was time.
Time.
How much time people spent with the material.
Okay, so that sounds important.
It is. We'll definitely come back to that.
All right, but first, what about transfer?
Okay, so for transfer,
Mm-hmm.
they found a moderate to large positive effect.
Okay, so that's good.
The average effect size was 0.54.
So conversational style does seem to help people apply what they've learned.
Yeah, it helps them take that knowledge and use it in new situations.
And you said time also mattered for transfer?
It did. It was a big factor.
Okay, so let's talk about that.
All right, so they divided the studies up based on how long people spent learning.
Okay.
And for the really short sessions.
Like less than 5 minutes?
Yeah, less than 5 minutes.
Okay.
Conversational style seemed to help with transfer,
Okay.
but not really with retention.
So, like, you could use the information right away,
Mm-hmm.
but you might not remember it later.
Yeah, kind of like a quick boost.
Interesting.
And then for the sessions that were a bit longer,
10 to 20 minutes?
yeah, 10 to 20 minutes,
Okay.
they found the opposite.
Oh, wow.
Conversational style helped with retention,
Okay.
but the effect on transfer wasn't as clear.
So you remember the facts,
Mm-hmm.
but you might not be as good at using them.
Yeah, it's like the benefits shifted.
Fascinating.
And then there's the sweet spot,
The sweet spot, tell me about it.
20 to 35 minutes.
Okay.
In that range, conversational style helped with both retention and transfer.
Oh, that's great.
It is. It's like the best of both worlds.
So if you spend a good chunk of time learning,
Mhm.
but not too long, conversational style really seems to pay off.
It does.
But what happens if you go longer than that?
Well, that's where things get really interesting.
Okay, I'm on the edge of my seat.
For the studies that went over 35 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
they found no positive effects.
None.
None. Not for retention, not for transfer.
So it's like the benefits just disappeared?
Yeah, it's like there's a limit.
So why do they think that is?
Well, they have a couple of ideas.
Okay.
One is that maybe it's just novelty.
Novelty.
Yeah, like at first, the conversational style is new and engaging,
Mm-hmm.
but after a while, it just becomes the norm,
Right. You get used to it.
and it doesn't have the same effect anymore.
Okay. That makes sense.
The other idea is a little more complex.
Okay, I'm right.
They say that reading conversational text
Mm-hmm.
is kind of like having a virtual conversation.
With the author.
Yeah, like the author is a virtual teacher.
Okay.
And when we have conversations, we do things to try and understand each other.
Yeah, like we ask questions.
We ask questions, we clarify things.
We try to make sure we're on the same page.
Exactly. And conversational text kind of does that for us.
Right. It's like the author has anticipated our questions.
Yeah, and they're explaining things in a way that's easy to understand.
Okay.
But the researchers think that this only works up to a point.
Like, you can only reduce uncertainty so much.
Exactly. After a while,
Yeah.
trying to be more conversational
Mhm.
doesn't really add anything to the learning.
It's like you've already got the gist.
Yeah, and anything more is just overkill.
Okay, that's interesting.
And the meta-analysis also points out some limitations.
Limitations.
Yeah, like areas where more research is needed.
Okay, like what?
Well, for one thing,
Mm-hmm.
they say we need more research on the learning processes themselves.
Right, like what's actually happening in the brain.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they suggest using more advanced methods,
Like what?
like eye tracking.
Oh, wow.
See where people are looking when they're reading.
That's cool.
Or longitudinal studies.
Longitudinal studies.
Yeah, where you track learning over a longer period of time.
Okay, that makes sense.
And they also say we need more research on conversational style in different languages.
Oh, right, because we were talking about how it might work differently in different languages.
Yeah, especially when it comes to politeness.
Mm-hmm.
Because what's considered polite in one culture
Yeah.
might be totally different in another.
And absolutely.
And finally, they say we need more studies with bigger sample sizes
Okay.
and more information about people's prior knowledge.
Prior knowledge.
Yeah, like what do they already know about the subject?
Okay, why is that important?
Because it might affect how well the conversational style works.
Oh, I see.
Like maybe it's really good for beginners,
Mm-hmm.
but not so good for experts.
That makes sense.
So there's still a lot to learn.
Yeah, it sounds like a really fascinating area of research.
It is.
So for you, the learner out there,
Mhm.
what's the big takeaway from all of this?
I'd say the big takeaway is
Mhm.
that conversational style can be a really valuable tool.
Okay.
especially for shorter learning
So
sessions.
under 35 minutes.
Yeah, under 35 minutes.
Okay.
It can make the material easier to understand,
Mm-hmm.
and it can help you apply that knowledge in new situations.
That's transfer.
Exactly.
But it's not a magic bullet.
No,
It doesn't always work.
it depends on a lot of factors.
Like time?
Time, language.
Maybe even your prior knowledge.
Yeah.
So there's still a lot we don't know.
But this research gives us some really good insights,
It does.
and it can help us make more informed decisions.
About how we learn and how we teach.
Exactly.
So what do you think? Have you found conversational styles more effective for your learning? And if you're creating learning materials, think about the kind of conversation you're having with your learner and whether that's the most effective approach, given the time they have. This deep dive has hopefully given you a good overview.
A shortcut to understanding this research.
Without having to read all those academic papers.
Yeah, we did the heavy lifting for you.
Let us know what you think.
Yeah.
And what other deep dives you'd like us to do. Until then, keep learning, keep exploring, keep diving deep.